Hello, guys.
Hi guys,
Welcome back to Wondering Out Loud. I'm Nykhil.
and I am Billy.
Yay. It's episode 2.
Episode 2,
I
we
know.
made it. Well done, congrats.
It's been a long road. Well done,
Yes.
sis. Yes, welcome.
So, let's have a catch up. What's happening this week? You've had a busy couple of weeks.
I feel actually that we should start with you because there's quite a
Me?
big piece missing. But since the last
so
episode.
it's not the catch up of the week. It's just a catch up.
Just
since...
a catch up. What's
Right,
happened
right.
since we last recorded.
Yeah. So baby's born,
Mhm.
having a nap. Hopefully long enough to do
Get
what we
through
got to
this.
do.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah. It's been a time.
How is that? Baby number 2. Any
Baby number
differences
2.
between how you feel?
Yeah,
kind of
differences between
post?
how I feel a lot less anxious. And just kind of just yeah, I feel like okay, I know that something's gonna change. Like I don't remember all the things, but I know that things change quite quickly. So
Yeah.
it's less like, oh, what's that? Oh, this, you know what I mean? There's less
Mhm.
sort of second guessing. Um, we're in a more comfortable living situation. And yeah, everything just feels a lot more chill. That doesn't mean that you don't have your ups and downs of like the ups and
Of
downs
course.
have been ups and downs, up and down. But I feel like I've been in a space that I can better buffer that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's been good.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, not oh, actually no. So I'm gonna bring that for the wonder of the week. I nearly forgot my wonder of the week and it came back to me.
Okay.
It's not about kids.
Yeah. So whilst you've been having a baby, or not whilst, but since
Yeah,
you had a baby, I just feel like I've just been outside.
that's right.
Wherever there's been a thing, a motive, I've been there.
That's what I want to
I
hear.
just got back from Jamaica.
Correct.
Went to Dream Weekend for the first time, which was exhausting but very fun. And then I last minute decided to go to Rebel Soca, which is like Juve.
Where was
I guess
that?
the opening of carnival season here in the UK. Where was it? Ilford somewhere.
Oh, it wasn't
Like a
even
field
West.
in No, it's not that Juve. It's not the actual official
No, I
opening
know
of
it's not,
carnival.
that's on the Friday
Yeah. So it was just basically
Saturday,
put a
carnival.
tent up in a field, spray like paint,
Oh,
powder
I love that.
on
Is that why?
everyone
Because I kept on seeing people talking about is it Jabba Jabba
in Grenada.
So there was
Yeah.
a few days where my TikTok was full of that, and then they were comparing it to like Edo State in Nigeria masquerades and
Okay.
all the history and that. I was just like, where's this coming? Like it was dope. I was loving it, but it was just so random, and then it's died down.
Yeah,
So maybe it was
Grenada's
around
got a
the same
lot
time.
of light this year, I feel.
That's
But
good.
good for them. I
Yeah,
want to go
yeah.
to that one too. So yeah, no, but it kind of got me in the spirit of carnival.
Love that.
And where I'm thinking for my 40th, one of the trips that I'll do will be Trinidad Carnival or Barbados if I can't make the dates work
Can
for
we throw
Trinidad.
Grenada into the mix? Because
It
the
could also
images,
be Grenada
the videos
now.
was
Yeah, it
looking
looks amazing.
very lit.
So yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's what I want to do. And then I'll spend 2026 preparing my body for the carnival 2027 because I will be 40 and yeah, the recovery ain't the same as it used to be.
I love to hear that. Okay.
Wonder of the
So
week.
yeah, should we go into the wonder of the week?
If you have it,
I
yeah.
do. Wait, how long it's just over a week. So it's just over a week. It's like a week and like 8 days or 9 days ago. I went to my friend's 40th, my friend's husband's 40th, my friend's 40th, and D Double was there. What a wonder.
What a guy.
Wonder.
What a man.
What a wonder. Do you know what it was? Yeah, the thing is, like, this is the first time I've been outside by myself for a while. Like party kind of
Yeah.
outside. I was like, and I just went by myself. I was just like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna go. And then yeah, it was there, whatever. And like it's a party, innit? I didn't know it was a party, it was a proper turn up. There was a dress code, yeah, but still I wasn't really putting it together
We love
kind
to
of
put a
thing.
dress code on
Yeah,
things
it could be
anyway.
anything. It could be a
Yeah.
barbecue, it's a dress code, innit? So I just came, whatever. I even texted to be like, I'm on my way. She's probably thinking, I don't care, bro. Just come. You know what I mean? I didn't realize it was a turn up. Cool. So you get there now, everyone's vibing, saying hello to a few people, whatever, eating food. And then the music started to come on now, whatever. And then I just see everyone pick up their phone and they're doing this something. No, but we're grown in it. So
Yeah.
it's not really something that everyone, that's something I noticed actually. There's not a lot of people just on their phones kind of thing, because obviously everyone's a lot older. And it's just a bit different. But people's on the phone, people's doing this. I've seen bare flashes and that. I'm like, what's going on? And I could hear the track,
Mm-hmm.
but I was not putting two and two together that my man was there. Anyway, that was the wonder. We did like 15 minutes or so. It was great. We were
That's
living
a
our
long
best life.
time in
Yeah.
a
We was
birthday
living our best
party.
life. We was doing whatever kind of thing. And yeah, man, I felt like it was a lovely day. Like it was warm. It was nighttime by now, but it had been a warm day,
Yeah.
and yeah, it just felt like there's a lot more outside that we can do.
Oh,
Like, there's a lot
100%.
more for us still to be able to enjoy and do and in our zone. And, you know, people have got different responsibilities and different things they're doing now. But to see and watch everyone of a similar generation getting into that, singing, and it wasn't even just with him, it was the party in general. So the different songs, everyone just
Yeah.
going back and it was just like, oh, this is nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's my wonder
Like the
of
good
the
old days.
1.5 weeks.
Similarly, I guess my wonder of the week, last weekend we went to South Bank. Or we took the kids up there, and so they were playing in like the water fountains.
Mm.
And what was the it was like, it was definitely a funky house set. I don't remember who the DJ was. But Phoenix was just like living her best life. She's honestly like one of my favorite people in the world.
Oh, I love that.
Um, and she was just, I'll show you guys the video later, but she was just dancing. She had her little headphones on to block out the noise and stuff.
Yeah.
And she was just there. Then eventually there was a circle around her, and people are like,
Not go
"Hey,
Phoenix.
hey, yeah, yeah, literally, this little 6-year-old," and you can see like the light in her eyes,
Oh,
like no, because she was just, you know, everyone's met Phoenix, so she's just in her bubble, and she loves to move, and she loves to be around people. But then I think when the circle formed, and then she was getting that encouragement, she's like, "Yeah,"
next
and there's a bit
level.
where the beat drops, sorry, and she catches it. I don't even, because she doesn't even know the song, but she catches it, and then you're like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, every time I watch it, I get emotional because I'm like,
Oh.
I don't ever want her spirit to break because she's just got the most
Mm.
beautiful energy about her. And so it was lovely to see her in that moment and to see her in her element as
Love
well.
that for her.
So yeah, that's my wonder.
Oh, I wonder what you can take from that in the for yourself as an adult, because you know that obviously they're always teaching us in that kind of thing. So
Yeah, that's probably why I cry as well, because I'm like, oh my, like there's that little girl that always needs protecting as we grow. And it was like watching that, just the freedom of this little girl just
mm,
dancing and everyone being supportive around her and literally
yeah.
giving her space. Yeah, it was just a massive circle around her.
Oh,
And
I
then
love
I think
that.
she ran to Courtney after. She's like, "Mommy, mom, did you see?" Da, da," that kind of
Oh,
thing. So
listen,
yeah.
if the parents must see, like these lots love to make sure that you see
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it just gives them so much
Phoenix is
reassurance.
like a sponge when it comes to music because she already knows the lyrics to Too Many Man. And like just
Fair enough.
bare random songs where you're like, where did you
Get that
learn
from.
this? Like, yeah, she's got every genre pattern. That's my wonder, my beautiful
Okay. Yeah,
niece.
that's a good wonder. I love that.
On the agenda for today,
Agenda.
so the topic that we discussed was self-expression, which I think leads on
Yeah,
nicely
that's a good yeah.
from
Yeah.
Phoenix. And my question to you is, when do you feel the most yourself? And what do you think is the biggest difference between you now and you then? You could decide what period of your life is the then. Could be 10 years ago, could be like 20,
Sure.
but yeah.
When do I feel the most myself? I would say it can happen in a couple of ways. Um, it's usually if I'm by myself,
Mm.
because then I'm just like only contending with myself in space with maybe a person. And when I say by myself, I mean not with necessarily someone familiar. So I could be in a shop by myself or somewhere, someone that doesn't already know me, because then you're not having to think about or consider another person at all whatsoever. Um, let me see. I'm also thinking about like when I'm out of. It's weird because I was gonna say I was gonna say like being in London, like being in London in a place that I know and feel very comfortable. I feel very much about myself, like myself. Um, a lot of the times in my interactions out
Mm.
and about, but also on the flip side, not being in a familiar setting makes you get to also be yourself in a different
Yeah.
kind of way, kind of thing. Do
Yeah.
you know
I
what I
get that.
mean? Um, Yeah, it's hard to narrow down to specific moments. I definitely have, I mean, I don't know if we've mentioned this already, but I definitely have flashes of times of memories. And I don't know if it's nostalgia, but flashes of memories of being like in Paris and feeling very much like in a zone.
Hmm.
I guess this kind of leads on to the second part of your question. Feeling like, yeah, like almost there'll be times that almost feel like you're me. I almost felt like I was kind of like um floating
Mm.
kind of thing. Not all the time, but there'll be moments where everything just seems to like, and I think that's a combination of being in a place that wasn't immediately familiar, and then feeling like myself, but then also being in a place that was quite familiar
Mhm.
and I could navigate quite well and being by myself. Do you know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
weird, it's like, it sounds kind of opposing, but somehow there's something in there. And I think that might have been one of the, I mean, Accra, no, I don't think I could fully, I don't know if I can say I fully could not care. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I could, I'd be aware of so many different things.
Mhm.
That doesn't necessarily let me just be in fully in my zone like that. So yeah, I want to say maybe sometime like that. Yeah, I don't know. But then there are also moments like um when I'm with the kids or one of them by myself, I feel like I lock into some part of me that only happens when I'm under pressure. And that's also like,
Mhm.
you know, being like being me kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So
I
do
don't
you
know.
feel that there is a difference between how you express yourself now, when you feel most yourself now,
Mm.
and how it would have?
Express myself in what way?
I don't know, but the original question wasn't about expressing yourself. It was just when you feel most yourself. So
Mm.
do you feel like it's always been that way? Like whenever you're by yourself is when you feel the most yourself, or experiencing something
It might
by
be. And it's
yourself?
not also to say that I don't feel myself in. It's also because like there's a constant change and flux.
Mhm.
Sometimes you look back and be like, oh, um, and actually recently I've been thinking a lot about like what do I even like? Like what do I like? Every so often
Yeah.
I'll like go on my phone and I'll just be like, oh, I like like literally list the things that I like to do, things that give me
Mhm.
joy. Every so often, I say every so often, like maybe every a couple of times a year. If yeah, a couple of
Mhm.
times a year, let's say. I'll get this thing where it's like, okay, let me just check in with myself. What do I like? What am I into? What gives me joy? Kind of thing. So that's attempting to put myself in a position where I feel like myself more often by trying to do those things
Yeah.
more frequently. I don't always achieve it. Um, so that's a way of expressing, those things are ways of expressing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? I'm always trying to get, I don't know, it's like it's not even like it's a progress thing because it makes it look like it's a linear thing. It's like this and then back and then this and then back and
Mm.
then further back and then, do you know what I mean? And I've definitely had times where I've felt completely out of sync and then gone back. I don't know, I'm trying to be more conscious of expressing myself the way I feel.
Mhm.
And I haven't really been, I feel like now, the position that I'm in now, I'm able to attempt that better. It's been like the few years have been a bit like up and down kind of thing. And now I feel like I can concentrate on that better. I don't know.
So what does that look like, or what did you notice before that you weren't doing, while you're saying why you this is something that
I
you want to
think it's in the
actively do?
things that I do.
Okay.
So it's the things that I do and things that I wear.
Mhm.
So um the things that I do, like I was saying, I try to write down the list of things that I do. So obviously I'm doing like more art practice, more writing. I'm taking on like for instance, just now I've taken on a commission to write something. In the midst of all of it, it's like I want to keep doing these things.
Mhm.
I want to be having these conversations, this kind of stuff. And then in what I wear, because it's been like pregnancy and breastfeeding and it's like been quite hard to
Mm.
um just zone in on. The other day I was watching Love Is Blind. So this isn't even about clothes, it's about just think, the guy was full up of tattoos. I was like, no, I think I'm a tatted person. Like do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those kinds of things. And I remember as well we had a conversation with my mum and my sister, and my sister said something like something about her ear piercings or something about her ear piercings. And then my mum was like, and she said, yeah, no, I feel like myself now. I've got this extra one or whatever. I said, I feel like myself now. That really resonated with me. Actually, I think that was when I started thinking about this conversation more.
Mm.
She says, I feel like myself now. And my mum was like, what? So you wasn't yourself? It's like, it's not that you're not yourself, but when you're trying to,
Yeah.
there's a way you see yourself. And it could be an aesthetic thing. It could be, an outer thing. I mean, we also know it could be gender. Like it could go
Yeah.
anywhere kind of
And
thing.
it changes, it's fluid. It can
Yeah.
be like in this stage, this thing, this is a
Require I want
representation
this,
of me.
yeah. So yeah, I've just been thinking a lot about that and just trying to see how I best um is it support myself? No, how I best honor those feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been thinking that's where my mind that's where my mind's been at. And I'm still trying to figure it out. And yeah, now I mean now I'm back in the breastfeeding zone, so that's there. But still there's things can go on. Yeah. Can you recall any times where you felt closely aligned in how you present actually a little bit different, in how you present yourself and how you feel inside? Do you get
Um,
what I mean?
yeah.
And it could be aesthetically or how you express yourself. Because even like if we like write a CV or write a bio or go for an interview
Mm.
or meet a new friend or meet a new crowd, there's a way that we have to present ourselves. And I wonder,
Yeah, I think I did better. If we're just thinking aesthetically, that's like the easiest thing that comes to mind. I think I was very good at, I wouldn't say like I was super stylish, but I think I always dressed as an expression of me. And then I just kind of fell off where I just didn't even care about clothes anymore. I just need to be the most comfortable to get out of
what
the
happened?
house. Um, I guess just mental health. I just wasn't I couldn't recognize myself anymore. So there were a lot of things that I used to own. I was like, they just don't feel like me anymore. Um, like my hair was different. And I think I remember saying like when I did start my locks again, I was like, Okay, I feel like that person's coming back." And not that I want to attach too much of my identity to my hair, because especially for Black women, that could be very political. But I do feel like, okay, a bit of that person was coming back. At least the person that I wanted to come back was or she was still there in hiding. And then since bleaching it and coloring it, I was like, okay, then I feel more.
I hear what you're saying.
It was
No,
it was
bro,
that, and then
there's
I feel like I'm
I hear
trying to
it.
come away from the black and the grey, because 'cause they're great on certain people, like neutral colours, but I've always dressed colourful, and
Right,
then I just stopped,
right,
and everything became very bland, and then
right.
the more bland I was feeling.
Yeah, because it wasn't like you're wearing leather, black,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. I
some
wasn't decking
Mad
out. I
Max
wasn't
thing.
doing the
Yeah, yeah,
most with
yeah,
the
yeah,
black.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
just like, oh, this will fit, and it's like doesn't, even though this is what I'm wearing today is quite baggy, but like didn't want to wear anything that like hugged me. Like just yeah, it was very. That was a moment, but I don't feel bad about it. Although actually, I think I've said before there's like a period of time where I don't really like looking at pictures of myself.
Yes, you've said this.
Um, yeah, just
But
because
is it
I
about what
can't
is
see.
it the memory of where you were that triggers, or is it literally the get up?
No, it's just I can see the person. I can be like, oh, that Nicole isn't here.
Yeah, okay.
Nicole isn't in that picture.
Right.
She's not spiritually there. She's physically there. But yeah, no, it's not. I don't think I ever looked like
The
dread.
get
I
up
was,
is
yeah, yeah. I don't think I ever looked that bad. It was just like, oh, why are you not making the
Yeah.
most of it? And like so many people said it as well. So yeah, that I think that's the easy
No, I hear
answer.
you hard because like I even like there was a time, I don't know. Remember when my hair was red? Do you remember I had my hair was red like
Yeah.
years ago? And there was a time I was like, oh, I want my hair to be like red and like yellow, like kind of like traffic lighty kind of thing. But I haven't done it. I don't know if I want it now, to be fair, but do you know what I mean? It's those
It's a
kinds
lot
of
of
things.
upkeep
Yeah,
as
it's a lot of
well.
upkeep, and those ends aren't gonna fall off. But like, I think similarly, it's not. I actually quite am happy to wear black a lot of the time, but similarly, there's another thing of just like boom,
Hmm.
and I don't know what it is that sometimes prevents me. I don't know if it's prevents. I think it's sometimes ease because obviously, kids, time, whatever,
Yeah.
funds as well. Like I've got what I've got in it, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Um, Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we have to task each other on that. Actually, I started with a friend of mine. I've fallen off now, to be fair. But I think like when I was pregnant, but before I was pregnant and sometime into the pregnancy, after at some point things didn't fit me in it, so I was literally wearing the same thing. But we'd send each other what we was wearing. Like if we felt like, oh, this came together,
Yeah.
cool. Even if it's just like nursery run kind of thing, we send each other, and that was a
Yeah.
good. That was a
I've tried
good.
to take more pictures
Yeah.
and just shop my wardrobe. So like you're saying, funds is just they're not necessarily there. But even before we went to Jamaica, so we were in this group chat and all these girls, they're putting in all of these things that they're buying for, because it's Jamaica. Obviously, there's a all white affair,
Right.
there's an all black affair, there's a carnival, there's wet and wild, there's red and white party, all of these things. And then it just got to a point where I was like, I'm not doing it. Whatever I have in my wardrobe is gonna have to make it and it was absolutely
Yeah, of
fine.
course.
So yeah, there's still a part of me that I think is the pieces that I buy, I'm trying to be more intentional, but also bring the fun back because I'm not old enough. I don't think you ever get to an age where you have to lose the fun anyway,
Absolutely
but
not.
I'm definitely not there yet.
Yeah. I think the other thing is also like, okay, so there's this party, it's an all white party, for
Mm,
instance. I'm probably not the person that's gonna wear like a bodycon white dress.
yeah, no.
So then the thing comes into what can I do that kind of fits the occasion but still represents me kind of thing.
Yeah,
And so those are some of the
it's
tensions
a
that
fun challenge. I
yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah, that come up because you have to feel good in
Yeah.
the thing kind of thing.
There you
Message.
go.
Okay, so hi folks, we've just got a message from our producer. Um, and the question is, has there been a time you haven't been able to express your full self around the other? Okay.
What
And
for?
how is it compared to now?
I would say
As in
yes for
me.
sure.
Yeah.
Um, but what did that really look? I felt like there was a period of time, but it's not just you. But we'll keep the conversation about the two of us.
Mm.
And it was probably a lot to do with I wasn't really sure who I was. I think there was maybe a tension, and you can like you either feel the same or you don't, where there was like you know that you're moving into being someone else, whether it's like just mentally or just the growth of it. We're in different we were logistically in different places.
Mm.
Um and then probably just at different stages of our life as well. And there's this kind of you don't want to completely dismiss the old version of you,
Yeah.
but you're not yet sure where the new version is taking you. And that can be a very difficult transition to articulate when you're going through it. So I think around that period, and I think that's where a lot of our tensions probably came from as well. It's
100.
like, yeah, you're my friend. Yeah, you're my close friend, but I don't know what this is gonna look like
Yeah.
as I move through this, and it's hard to bring people along that journey. So I think in that period, would have been very difficult to express myself. I think there was also a piece of whilst we're both probably going through this transition of growth, we're looking at the other person as if they are still the exact same
Was yeah,
person.
because obviously you're not them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then I'm getting a lot of this feedback of, Nicole like does this or does, and I'm like,
Right.
actually I don't,
Right.
like I
Right.
haven't even done that for the last couple of
Right.
years. If you were here, like
Yeah.
if you really knew me,
Yeah.
then you would know that. So since you're saying this, or since you're pigeonholing me into this category of Nicole, who I don't recognize anymore, it's just difficult because then you feel like you're just fighting for your life all the time to be like, no, actually, I don't do that. That's not
Yeah.
me. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
then that becomes jarring as well. So yeah, 100%.
I feel
Is
like
it
you answered the question for me as well, to be fair.
okay?
Yeah.
Is it the same now? There are some things that I just keep closer to my chest, but I don't think it's that I can't express myself. I think I've just probably gotten too used to not,
Mm.
and so I need to come out of that habit
But okay. But is that a thing whereby would you say what's your default?
in terms of expressing myself.
Yeah, and then now I'm not sure what we're talking about expressing. Yeah, now I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? Is
I
it that
think
you
it
wouldn't say
depends.
something? Is it that you would not laugh as loud? Is it that you would not wear the thing? Do you understand what I mean?
No, it's nothing like that. I think there's just like there are maybe certain areas where I don't invite opinions until I'm
Sure.
sure. Yeah, and I've always been a bit like that, but
Right.
I think I'm more just a lot more protective of I'm just gonna do this thing, and in the process of that, I'll get to the end, and then when it's all
I
done,
swear we're still trying to find out where you went on
my little
one Saturday.
sexcapade.
One Saturday a few weeks ago. You just reminded me.
Yeah, exactly. But that is also that's not necessarily like me not
No, but
feeling like
that
I can't
reminded
express.
me.
It's I guess along the same lines of like I just want to live in this little bubble for a little bit
I hear
where
it.
this is fun and I just want to hold on to that because then there's
I
always
don't
like
know
a
if that's the
follow-up
same thing,
question.
but I don't think that's
But I understand why it came to mind. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah, yeah. There was a period, and it still continues to be, but I think I've got more words for it now. But there was a period where I felt like I was feeling more drawn to trying to align in a like spiritually kind of thing.
yeah.
And And again, not just to you, but I also wouldn't say to say that out, like say it out loud kind of thing. Like the other day actually, I had a appointment with the health visitor.
Mm.
And I was talking to her, she was like, how are things, whatever. I was like, yeah. And I was basically like, yeah, like it's hard to explain, but spiritually I feel like XYZ. Whereas a few years ago I would not have felt comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'm actually just expressing myself. Like I was like, yeah. I was like, I caveated it with something like, you know what? The thing is, I can't 100% remember, but it was something like, she was just asking me how I feel. And I think I was like, if I may, that's what I said. I said, if I may, I feel like, spiritually, uh, I was just saying spiritually, my journey is spiritual, something about my spiritual journey or spiritually
Mhm.
trying to align something. I couldn't remember exactly what the specific thing, what it was, but it's the fact that I mentioned that it's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
Whereas I think I might have talked around it a few years ago or said, I'm just trying to figure out, do you know what I mean? But
Mm.
I was like, no, it's actually a spiritual thing that I'm trying to um reconcile, regulate. I can't
Yeah.
remember what it was now. Um or I think I was just reviewing because it's been like a few weeks. Yeah, I was reviewing how things are, and she was asking me how I was, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm good. It's it's got its ups and downs, but spiritually, I feel like things are aligning and things are in place." And I've just been viewing things from that point of view. I think it was something along
Yeah.
those lines. And so going back to the question from producer, um, yeah, I think there was a time where I was um sort of tr- not trying to on that journey in earnest and didn't know how to express it. So it was like a few
Mm.
years ago. Whereas now it's like, calm. Like, first of all, you don't get there. You don't get there.
Yeah.
Or I don't. I may, I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I don't imagine it's like that. It's a final end. And then how to express that, because I don't think that was something that was really in conversation with us to a certain, do
Yeah,
you
no.
understand what I mean? And I feel like similarly, you're on that. But I didn't know you was on that.
Because
Do you know what I
no one
mean? And
said anything.
likewise, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I think that's an important part of me to express more openly. And I feel like more recent friends know me through that lens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but older friends I don't think do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Question then. So with the older friends, do you find it a bit difficult to show that side of yourself, other than Nick, who's come along with you on this journey, but some of them who might flicker inside and out of it now and again? Do you feel like you might have a bit of a guard up in those topics and that type of spirit that you carry?
If my older friends know my partner, that's
So they know what you're
then they
on.
know what I'm on. Kind of
There's
thing.
no way of
Yeah, yeah.
avoiding it.
If they don't know my partner, then I'm not guarded. It means that we're just where we are, kind of thing. The relationship is what it is. It's
Mm.
not um oh, you get the gist. Like if they don't know him to a point, then we're probably not seeing each other that frequently
Yeah.
anyway. So it's kind of by the by. But if they do know him to a point, then they know what I'm on
Yeah.
by this but at this stage. But bear in mind, it's been a few years now, but I'm thinking like before we were all moving together kind of thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. So at this point, yeah. So I don't think there's anybody that I'm like, oh, I can't, or I shouldn't say this, or I can't say this. Yeah. So I feel, yeah, I don't know. We came through this whole conversation to realize that actually there is a big part of self-expression that I'm actually taking seriously. So I just got to, get a few more
Yeah.
tattoos and
Is there
dye
if
my
I
hair red.
if I have time for another question, it was how would you or how do you think well no, let's just focus on you. How do you think or intend to support the children with their self-expression?
Damn.
Like do you feel like you learn anything from your parents? You may or may not, and is there anything that you actually where you and your partner are so intentional,
You
how
know
do you
what?
feel
Yeah,
like
I feel like my parents didn't fully show us themselves. I think it's in older years that we got to, and I say that yes and no, well, fully, yeah, and also
mm,
you can't fully know each other. There's one thing though that I remember used to embarrass me from my mum, like she like music and playing music in the car kind of thing. My mum would be, she'd be singing all the things, she'd be moving up and down. I'll be so embarrassed when the people come pull up next to us in the car and be
What?
looking at my girl. But that's self-expression. That's how it really,
That's one of the things that I love about your
I
mum.
love
But
it
when
now.
when I met her and what would be like 14, 15,
Yeah.
I was like, I always loved that. But we always, and well, you've
You
always had loud
cringe.
music.
You cringe from your
You
parent,
cringe
innit?
for your own parents, but I always, and that's one thing that I miss about my mum. I miss her playing her music loud. That
Yeah,
is,
and just being in the zone, being in the
yeah,
thing.
that was her. And my dad loves music as well, but obviously I didn't like live with my dad, so but in the car he'd be playing his music, mum would be playing hers, like
It's a
yeah,
thing.
that's how
That's
they
a big
express themselves.
self-expression. Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't realize that not everyone did that. You know, kind of like when you go to school and you're like, oh, you don't eat
Bingo.
yam and banana for it
That's
was
why,
that kind of thing when
yeah.
I speak to people now and they're like, oh, we didn't really listen to music. I'm like, how?
What did you
What?
do? Yeah.
What did
Yeah,
you do before you
definitely.
went to school? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
definitely. So I think in terms of like for my kids, I would say, how would I think I just have to try, it's, they learn from you. So I just have to try
Hmm.
to inherently express myself as best I can and hope that they will too.
Yeah,
And to encourage them, ask them questions kind of thing, to encourage them to do so. But yeah, I think the more I'm myself, the more hopefully they will also learn to be. You watch them watching you, like you literally watch them
definitely.
watching you. The other day, my grandmother was here, my nana was here. She sat back in a chair like this, and then the toddler looked at her, and went like this, like they watch every single thing you do. I'm like, yeah. So until if I continue to do, hopefully they'll also do.
Yeah. Okay, so on that note, with the self-expression, going into this next week, what do you want to take with you?
Phoenix is Zest for Life. I want to take Zest for Life of
Chantal?
a beautiful 6-year-old living her best, expressing herself, just locked in. Yeah, I want to take that with me for myself at my age, but also for my inner child.
Yeah.
Um, I wonder what my inner child, like. I don't even remember what I was on. I wonder what that inner child wants to do. But yeah, maybe that's another episode.
Yeah, just honor
Um,
her more.
yeah, I wanna, yeah, exactly. I wanna take that zest for the moment. That's what this week is gonna be about.
Yeah. Which reminds me that I told Phoenix that we'd do a dance routine. I want to try is it the It Depends challenge, the new Chris Brown challenge?
I don't
So
know
I
what
want to
that
try that
is.
with her. I was watching it all day yesterday, so that's what me
Okay,
and
we're looking
Phoenix are
forward to
gonna
seeing
do.
that. Is that
Yeah.
what you're
I'll
taking with
record
you?
it.
What are you
Yeah,
taking for this
that's what
week?
I'm gonna take. It's a nice simple one. I hope she likes it because sometimes with routines, she's not on it. She just
Yeah,
wants to
she's
do
a
her own
freestyle babe.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, she's 100%
So
freestyle babe.
we'll see how that goes.
Okay, so that's what you're on.
Get
So
out with them.
this week you're specifically going to learn this
Yeah,
dance.
but I feel like now I should also do something with the baby too. So we'll work it
Figure out.
out. Spend
It's
some
always the
time,
week
some
after.
auntie time. Yeah.
It's always the week after. Okay, well, thank you guys for listening to Wondering Out
Thank
Loud.
you.
Come
Take
on
some
with
time
us.
to think about how you express yourselves, how you want to honor your inner child, and join us next time.